What's up, everybody? It's the movie guy. So I just got done watching The Quick and the Dead. Great cast: Sharon Stone, Gene Hackman, Russell Crowe, Leonardo DiCaprio, Tobin Bell, Keith David, Lance Henriksen, Pat Hingle, freaking Bruce Campbell was in this. I didn't even recognize him. He played I forget what part it was, but I saw it, like I was just like, what? Okay, first of all, can I just say real quick before I talk about the movie is this is the hardest movies I've ever watched before. Like this theme month with Gene Hackman knowing that he passed. He had heart disease, he had like Alzheimer's, and I'm just hoping he was happy. He was such a great actor. I hope he just what didn't feel like he was so alone and stuff and everything in this world and everything. And how they found him was just is horrendous. It's just heartbreaking. But anyway, this is low key. Wow, I didn't expect that this movie would be this good. Um, this deserves better than a 54% from the critics and 53 from the fans. Like it should be at least like a 75 and 70. So this had a budget of 35 million and it did 47. See, I'm hearing conflicting things. I've heard on a few sites it was a disaster and only made 18 million, but I've seen on a few other sites it made 47 million, and I think the 47 seems a little bit more accurate worldwide. So like Sharon Stone wanted Sam Raimi to direct this cuz she watched Army of Darkness and she loved the campiness of Army of Darkness, and she went to Sony and she told Sony, she's like, if Sam Raimi doesn't direct this movie, I am walking away from the project. Sony was very hesitant to cast Russell Crowe because he was an unknown actor and he hasn't really done much. This is crazy. This is like Russell Crowe's like 10th or 11th movie he's ever done. And the same thing was the same way with Leo. He was very unknown. But Sony was very hesitant with him too. And actually Sharon Stone picked up his salary cuz she wanted him in this movie cuz she was producer too on this movie. Uh Leonardo DiCaprio played the kid. Also, Matt Damon was I think he got the script, but he declined. But Sam Rockwell actually auditioned, and they went with Leo instead. So, like for the guns, how they looked so rusty, I actually had to get the credits off of YouTube because one second. Okay, sorry about that. But anyway, I was on watching this on Pluto TV, and it was so hard to rewind and like pause. I don't know why Pluto TV's like that, so I had to go on YouTube to get the credits to talk about the movie. Um, but to get the guns to look very rusty and stuff and everything, um, they end up putting the guns in a chlorine pool until they rusted. They were brand new guns, but they give that like old style look in this. The composer Alan Silvestri, I mean, legend. Uh, Avengers, Ultron, Endgame, Infinity War, Castaway, Back to the Future, Predator, um, Ready Player One. I mean, the list goes on and on and long and long and long, and like the music is great, and you could tell that um Sam Raimi did this movie. He said he did this movie almost like an homage to like the spaghetti westerns with Clint Eastwood, and you could tell in a lot of parts he it almost sounds like an Ennio Morricone score in a lot of parts. Gene Hackman was great in this. Like everybody was so good in this. This is low key, maybe a top. I don't know. It's not one of his best, obviously, but honestly, I think it's in the top 15. You could maybe squeeze this into a top 10. But yeah, this is low key a really good movie. I don't think it's great, but it's really good. I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10. Like it's like a half a point from great, but I think it's really good. Um, like I said, the cast is great. I love the feel of it, and during the credits, it almost has a very like Red Dead Redemption um feel to it. Also, real quick before I head out, it got mixed reviews, but later on, years down the road, it's got a cult following because of the characters, the cinematography, the style of the movie, the score, and it was nominated for one award. It got nominated for a Saturn Award. Sharon Stone got nominated for Best Actress, but she lost to Angela Bassett for Strange Days. I remember seeing Strange Days way back in the late 90s. That's when we like first opened the theater I worked at. We opened on in 97 of St. Patrick's Day. And I remember us having Strange Days, but yeah, this was I don't think we end up getting this movie. It went to a different theater chain when it we had so many other theaters in town. But yeah, if anybody hasn't seen Quick and the Dead, The Quick and the Dead, like if you like westerns or if you just love movies, I highly recommend this. I might actually pick this up in 4K or Blu-ray. This was that good, so it's definitely a thumbs up from the movie guy. It was a fun watch tonight. Anyway, that's it from the movie guy. Have a great night. Talk to you later.